was the Bill talking about?
In the chat,
Mm-hmm.
he he waited all day to say something, and they stemmed the game for what they Gaylor do to win.
Mm.
Got mad.
What's good
He
with
said
y'all?
his phone was broke.
What's good with y'all?
Oh, Leroy.
Stupid nigga.
Hey, that's hilarious, bro.
He had you back.
I don't want to be added back, bro. Yeah.
I don't want to be added back.
I'm already done with Madden. I don't want no more league.
This nigga right here, he just, I don't know what the fuck.
Trey, I'm never joining no leagues you tell me to join again.
I got me a trophy. Oh, you
Nah,
got him a trophy?
fuck all that. That league you told me to join, where the nigga was where I think I had picked the Ravens and you had the Raiders and that shit. Never joining a league like that again.
He was geek.
Fuck no, nigga. The damn commissioner had 35 abilities on his team. Then gonna talk about if you want to stay in the league after this season, you have to pay money to keep your team. You have to pay money to keep your first and second round draft picks. You got to pay money to get abilities.
Oh, that's what you talking about.
Nigga, it's the same league that you in right now. That you got the Raiders in.
I ain't paying that. I ain't paying shit.
Nah, you ain't pay shit, but you gonna have to start paying shit.
I ain't paying a damn thing.
Then you better leave the fucking league.
You better listen to that nigga. Whatever they say, yo.
You need some other receivers.
Better leave the fucking league, nigga. Yeah, then if I was you, I would join in.
I'm trying to tell you, Trey. I played that nigga. His whole offensive line had abilities.
Smack dab in the middle of
All three of his starting
I-295 that
receivers,
encircles the
two of his
city of
backup receivers,
Jacksonville in
his
Northeast
starting
Florida. There's a
quarterback, his
good look
backup
at
quarterback,
TIAA Bank
his
Field.
fullback.
This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Randy Moss, Megatron, Deion Sanders, Darrell Reeves.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and
Nigga
try to
said
attack
niggas
them
be
this
on
week
his dick
because
like he not
when
the
you take
only
it
one
away
thinking
4
about
times through
picking that nigga.
interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Right back to
Not
Singletary
joining
on
that
second
shit.
down. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap. Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening.
He was just rolling out every goddamn time.
He was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve.
He got on a microphone after our game was over and said he was getting bullshit.
A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
This nigga was getting bumped on his damn route. That's a touchdown,
for
bro.
the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage.
Damn, a nigga got whooped 84
There was good coverage there.
God.
That's the incompletion.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's going to be caught. And all the way home.
Why you run commit, little TT? The fuck you doing?
DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good. And they're going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, little TT. What you about to do, little TT?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Fuck no, little TT. Stop playing with me, nigga. We out here, nigga. We out here, nigga. We out here, nigga. We about to bone this shit the fuck up and we about to whoop his ass. Let's go. Ass whooping on the way.
Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's a great tackle,
to about the
fool.
20-yard line.
That is a great tackle. You can't play man against me, little TT. Stop that shit.
Right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Stop that man shit, little TT. You can't go man against me. Stop it.
Touchdown.
I got a stream up. I can't start share screen. It's gonna lag me.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Nah, I just got a stream. All the in this league, all the weight teams got a stream.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
No way you still got your phone saying that shit.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
Sit the fuck down, boy. What is you doing?
But to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Who?
Off play action, Fields. Oh, this is taken in.
Ah, he got me. That's crazy. I couldn't get there.
Jaguars. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
You said Michael Jordan did that?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hold on, who you say did that? No, that
no return.
That nigga was tripping yesterday, bro. You see that shit he did to Curry? Bro, that nigga was rubbing on the back of Curry's neck, like caressing that nigga neck.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Oh yeah, we out. We out. We out. We out.
There he goes, right.
Yes, sir.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Stop running into my kicker, little TT. What, you mad, nigga? You wasn't going to win this game. You had no chance.
You're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter.
Chill out, little TT. Yeah.
Tremendous run.
Let the ball go in the end zone,
bounces
nigga.
out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Singletary to get the drive started.
Sit the fuck down, boy.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 9 on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is
Crossing
spectacular.
route, we waiting on it. Spit, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Eric Stokes, nigga. Stop fucking playing with me, nigga.
And they will
I ain't playing with you.
down, but not until he brings us one
I'm
all
not
the way
fucking
back
playing
down
with
inside
you.
the 10-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense
Ooh,
that
that was
maybe
almost
he's
a
little
pick. Oh,
careless
my
with the
goodness.
football now.
I thought that nigga was going to go for it.
Some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
No, he playing sound.
On second and goal, Burrow flushed out right.
Oh my God, these niggas ran into this nigga ran into the ball, bro.
But now it's 3rd and
Real life had the
By the way, I gotta
touchdown.
apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm gonna get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Touchdown, nigga. Touchdown, nigga. Touchdown, nigga.
Touchdown, Broncos. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game.
He ain't on the mic since he said he'd be right back.
Broncos push further out in front. Koo able
Little
to connect
TT, you
on the
suck,
extra
bro.
point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
That's a good play,
I
little
think you
TT.
are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And
he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough
I don't
run
even know when
because he only
Juan be
picked up
going to
3
the gym.
yards.
The nigga
Well,
just
let's flip
leaves.
it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Now
That
on the
nigga just
ground on
leaves.
just 7 carries. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because
You put on chew clock, little TT, in the first quarter? In the first quarter?
to give him the yardage that they needed, but they
Come
really
on,
wanted
bro.
him to be that guy. And that's
Chew
what they're
clock in
doing
the
early
first
this
quarter?
game.
That's
We
crazy
are
if you
in
did
for a good
that.
one
That
as
is
we're
crazy
through
if you did that.
on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their
This
will
nigga
on the
put on
defense
chew
with
clock in the
5
first
straight
quarter.
runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Throwing on third
Some
down.
pussy ass shit. Give me that, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Intercepted for the 4th
Shit is
time
boned the
today.
fuck up, bruh.
Picked off at the 13.
Nigga want to put on chew clock first quarter.
Past the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators
I
are
ain't
gonna
think
test
none of
you
y'all
that
niggas
way.
would want to
So
join
when you see
besides
that,
Ben.
the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone and all
You said, do I got one in 2022?
But everything is working for them. Every move they
When
make
did I?
works.
Yeah.
It clicks, and they are on point
I
right
just
now.
won a
Yeah,
Super
they
Bowl
are
in
that zone that you're
another
talking
league.
about. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Nah, putting chew clock on the first
Here's
quarter is
Burrow
fucking
setting
crazy.
up to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that'll be good for 8 yards.
You don't believe in yourself that much?
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Chew clock in the first quarter is fucking crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to look
That's a
deep for
dot.
Watkins.
Joey.
And it's caught inside the 10.
Touchdown.
And all the way home.
Stop
for a
playing this
Broncos
shit.
score. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year.
Now
And
I'm
the
a
Broncos
whoop
continue
your
to pull
motherfucking
away
ass.
here
I
in
was
this
already
first
whooping your
half.
ass, but now I'm gonna beat the shit out
Extra
of you. You
point
gonna put
by
on
Koo, up
chew
and
clock
good.
in the first
And the
quarter.
round is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Shit is ridiculous. Feel like I drafted a great ass team, bro. My defense is insane.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Ain't nothing
And
but
there are
speed.
parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
Yeah, go ahead, run the ball, little TT. Put your chew clock on.
once they threw the
Thinking that's
interception
gonna do
and
something.
finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They
You-
will run with
you said what?
Singletary. And he'll take
No,
this up
one of the
close to
last
about
times we
45.
played, he won for the first time ever. Nigga try to fake like, oh yeah, I just like my 3rd or 4th win against you. Like, nigga, you never won against me until now. So every time I play him from now on, I'm gonna just beat the shit out of him.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
That was a good
Nigga
run,
really
probably
just
right
put
the
on
edge of
chew
breaking into
clock,
something really
though,
big.
bruh.
So the defensive guys right
That's
now
some
are
pussy
talking
shit.
about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly
Yeah,
gets started?
of course.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary.
Putting on
And
chew
he
clock
is
in the
tackled
first quarter,
inside
though.
the 40, not quite to the 35. 94 yards rushing for him.
Now the nigga, I said, hey, no, chew clock in the first quarter is crazy. What the fuck? Now the nigga want to put in the chat, damn, I can't chew the clock. Like what, nigga? It's the first quarter.
On the
Pussy ass
handoff,
shit
it's
is that?
Singletary. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that
Some
last
pussy
carry
ass
puts him
shit.
over the
You gonna
100-yard
put on a
mark.
chew clock
On
in the
second down,
first
here's a run
quarter,
with
bruh.
Singletary.
And now you just want to run the ball. Can you trying to get the game over with?
26-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
That shit weak.
They're struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This shit fucking weak.
A
You
reminder,
gonna put on
coming
a
up
chew
at
clock,
halftime, we'll
talking
head
about
to
some damn
Orlando.
I can't
Standing
shoot a
by there,
clock
Jonathan Coachman,
just because
he'll
you
have
getting your
stats
ass
and
whooped.
scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a first down throw, Fields. And they're going to get him.
Nigga,
He's
timeout. I
sacked
want the
back
ball.
around the 28. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about
Hey, you're
the
wild.
27. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
Hey, nah, you're
One
wild.
remaining here as we head toward halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks. What else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
That shit weak,
Finally,
bro.
they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah,
You
looks
basically
like
over
he
here
handled
talking
the
about some
run
how is that weak.
responsibilities
Like, nigga, you
correctly
just
this
gave
time,
up.
but we call it run
You literally
defense.
just gave the game up. You don't want to play no more.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing
Like, nigga,
yardage to the
Leland, you
7.
putting on chew clock in the first quarter, bro?
Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right
What you
down
talking
the
about,
middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, he caught the microphone, was like, hold on, I just looked at it, that's my man's girlfriend.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Hey, Ben, this shit weak, bro. I'm playing little TT's, nigga. I'm up 28-7 in the first quarter. Nigga put on chew clock in the first quarter.
This is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Like he just gave the fucking game up. Now I'm gonna just let him back in the game. Go ahead. Go ahead. Score. Score. Yeah, get back in the game. I want you to fucking play instead of running chew clock. Shit weak as fuck. Weird ass nigga.
Now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week
They
ago.
want to talk about highs and weak.
Being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a
Shit weak as
season,
fuck.
it's been a
Run
big
chew
year, let
clock.
alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point.
Have some integrity, nigga.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The hell try to play you at midnight? Who? In what league? No.
The Broncos onto the field.
I didn't even know that nigga still played, bro.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground.
Oh my God, I'm lagging. I just almost had, I could have just ran a fucking touchdown.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Talking about the Giants, nigga? That nigga ain't play a game in I don't know how long.
Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had
Let's
a
go,
lot of success running the ball.
Joey. Goddamn! Joe Shiesty.
I think their
Yes,
coaches
sir.
up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
This nigga Trey might be the only nigga I know that still calls Juan, like spelling it like he a Mexican.
Now Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of only about the length of the football.
I'm glad I was able to get
second
Joe
down.
Shiesty motherfucking
Now Burrow.
Oh,
Looking for Cook.
wow.
His pass is intercepted.
Wow.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Jags are going to get it.
You gonna play for real now, nigga, and stop playing like a fucking weirdo?
Everything went their way
Nope.
offensively in the
This
first
nigga's a
half, but
weird
now
nigga,
an
bro.
interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to
Just give me the
everything
fucking
here,
force
don't
win
get
next
careless
time,
with
bro. I
the
don't want to
football.
play this
The
shit.
problem
This shit
is,
boring as
you've got to
fuck.
stay aggressive
Play the
as
game.
well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Now you want to play the fucking game.
At the 6-yard line. Touchdown Jaguars. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Jaguars 28.
Like, what the fuck? That shit weird as fuck. Come on. Put on chew clock in the 1st quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
Shit weird.
send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Out left, he's got it to Everett.
Fuck out of here with that man Bush and shit. Boy, fucking playing with me.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Fuck out of here, bitch.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 16, Burrow. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Fuck you,
Touchdown,
boy. Stop fucking playing with me,
Broncos.
bum-ass nigga.
DJ
Yeah, run the ball. Put on chew clock.
Touchdowns here
Bum-ass
so
boy.
far. And the
Shit
Broncos
ridiculous.
will add on to
Fucking
their
turd.
lead.
About to let you back in the game and still
Able
win
to
by
connect on
14.
the extra point.
Plus,
And the lead
nigga.
now up to 14.
Shit just made me mad.
Following the
Fucking put on
touchdown,
chew
here's
clock in the
Cook
first
to kick
quarter.
off.
Ben, it's 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Nigga got chew clock on. I got a stream in the chat. You is in the league.
The Jacksonville offense
It's
set to
Doom
begin
Jump.
their next drive.
You the Packers, nigga.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pick the ball off. Pick it off.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's
Why
going
would
to
you
make the
slap
play
the ball
successful.
down, bruh?
That time there was very little, and I think
Pick
they
the
were
ball
actually
off.
fortunate
We going to
that
the
it was only
crib.
knocked away and not intercepted.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the
This
part,
shit weak
a
as
guy
fuck,
who was in
bro.
command. not just with the touchdown
You don't
passes,
get my
but
respect after
definitely
this
look to
game,
be in
bro.
control of the
At
offense as
all.
well. And you and I both know
nigga.
that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm still disappointed in you, Ben.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Roll it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No, Colin.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Eric
Fucking
Stokes.
He's hit the 50.
Some
30.
shit.
10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
What you added some new shit to it?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
I got the silver 3 and start playing that shit. I kept
Jaguars
running
come to
into
the
try
line to start
hards.
their next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
On first down, they'll
Shit
start
been
out
over.
with
This
Singletary.
nigga just running.
And they're able to get
Been
this
running
one
fucking
across
shoe clock
the
all game.
35.
Another good run for
Then I had 35 points in the first quarter.
At 150 yards for the game. So he's really
Nigga was just throwing interception after interception, then put on shoe clock. Start running the ball for the rest of the game.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he slips up past the
He
45
gave up,
before
suck
being
ass.
tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old ball players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 34.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Singletary. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh, so, hey, Leland, this nigga basically broke the rule, bro. I didn't even know it was a 2 clock rule in here.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Somebody else said it in the chat. Nigga was like, is it a problem with the way I play? And then the nigga was like, you put on 2 clock, that's against the rules. Nigga had on 2 clocks in the 1st quarter.
Devin Singletary, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have got it back to a
the 2 clock rule says 2 clock cannot be until 3 minutes left in the game.
On for the point after Corey Vedder.
And then it said if both users agree, 2 clock can be initiated at any time. I ain't agreed to shit.
To 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nigga over here talking about something. I'm losing by 28. Y'all thought I wasn't going to put on 2 clock. Like, nigga, you got to get me to agree to that shit. If you would have asked, I probably would have said, yeah, but you just put the shit on like a little ass bitch. Weak ass nigga.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
Call the timeout because I'm scoring again.
Down at the 49. And he's
nigga, when your team get injured, I'm throwing another fucking touchdown.
Touchdowns to his credit.
Get your bum ass off my fucking field.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that group. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Quez Watkins. 51 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Nigga gonna get mad. I told him to play like a bitch. Gonna tell me to suck his dick with that gay ass shit. Niggas be
They're
gay.
Down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that.
Niggas really
I remember
be
playing
gay,
for a guy
bro.
once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
Singletary loses
Fumble the ball,
It's picked
pussy
up
ass
by the
nigga.
Broncos. And the return
scoring
will be
again.
stopped at the 34-yard
Fuck you.
line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Telling that bitch ass nigga GG. Nigga fucking horrible. Weak ass shit.